Well, hey there, Dark Legacy fans. JR here. I'm going to be bringing you a little bit of a quick tutorial here on the basics of the cards of Dark Legacy. So we're going to take a look at the Dove card, which is one of my favorite cards in the Wind faction. Just because I love doves, because I love me some Chow Yun-Fat movies, and of course, he's always spinning around with the doves. But that's just why I like the doves. But we're just gonna take a quick look at the card here. We're gonna start kind of at the top and work our way around, and I'll just give you just a brief summary of what's happening in that particular area of the card. So right up here, you can see where the name is. The name is going to be right at the top, dead center. Going to tell you exactly what the name of the card is. This one, of course, is Dove. It's also going to tell you what faction it is. So on the left side there, you can see the Wind faction. There's also Chaos. There's Tech. There's Holy. There is Earth, and of course the Wind right here, and of course Darkness is the other one. So depending on what it is, it'll also tell you by the background. Because if it's blue, it's going to be Wind. If it's green, it's going to be Earth, that kind of a thing. So you can always tell what faction the card is based on what the logo and the color of the card is. It'll also tell you the artist and illustrator. If there's two different ones, this one, of course, was done by. It was illustrated by Kenny Hill and Matt Houston. So very good job on that, because of course this is one of my favorite cards. Then moving over here to the right, you'll notice this one little number. This is the casting points. This is how much it's going to cost after you roll your dice, how many points of that roll it's going to take to cast this particular spell. When it comes to things like armor and weapons, they tend not to cost anything, so you usually put those right out pretty quickly. So other stuff might cost a lot more, but of course the Dove is just awesome, so it only costs you one casting point. Moving a little bit further down, this is where you're going to find out what kind of card type it is. This one, of course, is a creature, but there's also enhancements, there's relics, there's instants, there's magic, there's all kinds of other varieties, but most of the time you'll see the creature side. It'll be right there along the side, and again, the color changes based on what faction it's related to. And then down here, you're going to notice this little number inside of a circle. This, of course, is the level of the card. This is a level 1 card because doves are pretty standard. So if you notice, also the color on the inside is the bluish green. So that'll tell you right now that's a Wind card. So a lot of big keys in here to tell you if for whatever reason you forget what faction it is. There's lots of indicators on the card that tell you what faction it belongs to. And then down here, these are the damage and health of the creature. If it's a creature, it'll say the one in the front is how much damage it does, and the one in the back of the slash will actually tell you how much damage it can take, or its health, so to speak. Armor is not going to have any damage, but it is going to have a health. Weapons aren't going to have a health, but it will have damage. So just look at which side of the little slash it's on. If it's on the left, it's damage. If it's on the right, it's health. And then over here, this is where your card abilities or effects are. This, of course, shows you that, hey, look, the dove is flying, because, of course, doves are flying. Sometimes they might be blank because it's just a standard, hey, this is a ninja. Ninja doesn't really have any special abilities. It's just a ninja. But sometimes it'll have dove, it'll say flying. Sometimes it'll have something a little bit more dramatic in there that, activate this card to do such and such, that kind of a thing. So this is where you'll find all your card abilities. And finally, but not without saying, the art, of course, is dead center of the whole thing, and that's kind of what these cards are really all about, is these cards. Or is the art. So there you go. There's your brief tutorial on how to look at the cards of Dark Legacy. You can go to www.darklegacyfans.com to learn more about Dark Legacy, the card game, as well as get more of these tutorials. You can follow us on Twitter at Dark Legacy Fans. We're typically updating all the time, and of course you can follow me, Redmagejr, at Twitter at Redmagejr, YouTube Redmagejr, Twitch twitch.tv/Redmagejr. I make it very simple. So anything Redmagejr, boom, you're going to find me right there. Hope to see you all soon, and make sure to go make your choice at darklegacyfans.com.